Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am doing my interpretation of The Hidden Ghost from Bly Manor. If you haven't seen it, it's out on Netflix now. And my first step whenever I do body painting is to put a little layer, very thin layer of tinted moisturizer on my skin. It just makes the paint glide on smoother in my opinion. And then once I have that little bit of tinted moisturizer on, I'm blocking out my eyebrows using a purple glue stick. And I'm using my makeup spatula to do this because I have thicker eyebrows, but you could also just go right on in with the glue stick if you want to. Just make sure that you get them really flat against your skin. And I chose to set my eyebrows with baby powder instead of translucent powder today because I will be painting my entire face white, like clown white, so I didn't mind using baby powder. And because I have darker hair, I am putting concealer on top just to try to hide the color a little bit. I didn't go as far as to color correct, but concealer did enough for the job. Now I'm just taking a black eyeliner and I'm carving out where I want the eyes to be, and I'll be filling those in with black paint and eyeshadow too. And now the fun part, covering my full face, chest, and part of my arms in white body paint. I'm using Mayor body paint. They're my favorite brand of body paint makeup, water activated paints that smell not awful. And they're really easy to use. You just spray a little bit of water into the compact and it glides on really smoothly. You will have to do a few layers if you're using a brush like me to make sure that you don't see any strokes in the paint, but I don't mind taking a little bit of extra time because they're not expensive paints and they're really easy to use. Don't forget your ears, guys, when you're doing this. Never forget your ears. And like I said, I do have dark hair, so you will see at some point I throw this in my hair as well. Don't worry, it was hair washing day anyway. So once I had enough paint on my chest and shoulders, I decided to set everything with baby powder. Again, because everything's white, I didn't mind using baby powder in place of translucent powder. Just know it's gonna make a mess. And if you don't like the smell of baby powder, definitely don't do this. I don't mind the smell though. And I even threw some baby powder in my hair too. That's also a good trick if you're doing old age makeup. Throw some baby powder in your hair, give you a little bit of gray hair. So now that everything is set with that baby powder, I'm taking a brown eyeshadow on a blending brush and I'm just smoking out the edges of those circles that I had drawn on earlier around my eyes. And I'll also be adding that smoky consistency texture around my mouth, around my nose, and every part of my contour on my chest as well, which you will soon see. So there's the mouth. I just wanted to give it a little bit of smokiness before I went in with the black body paint, just to give it a little bit more depth and a little bit more texture. So now I'm just basically contouring with brown eyeshadow on a blending brush. Pretty counterintuitive. If you are just doing regular makeup, you would not want to do this, but since I'm trying to look ghosty, figured it was okay. This is where I'm gonna contour every contour spot in my chest. I just basically pushed out my bones as much as I could, which was not the most attractive thing to do or the most comfortable, but I just basically filled in with shadow wherever the bones were dipping in. So once I have that base layer down, I went back in with a little bit of purple. So that first color we were using to smoke everything, it was brown. And then I went in with like a maroon purple shade on top of the brown. Again, just to add a little bit more depth and a little bit more texture. You could also just use black eyeshadow if you're in a rush and don't want to be as picky as I was. I promise you no one will care that much. Don't forget the jawline. There she goes, right back in with some more purple around the eyes. You can already see how it added more depth. And we're going in with black eyeshadow. So I chose to do eyeshadow before the paint, which in hindsight was not the best idea because washing it off, I still have black residue all over me. But I wanted to do eyeshadow first because if I had done the paint first, it's water activated, so it would have left a few streaks. So I did eyeshadow, then black body paint, then more eyeshadow to set it all. And I do that all around my eyes, and then I'll also add it on my lips. So make sure you have a good chapstick handy when you wash this off, because eyeshadow on your lips will dry them out for sure. I also have black lipstick, but I was being lazy, so eyeshadow won. So now I'm just taking that black eyeshadow very, very lightly, putting it on top of the brown and purple everywhere that I had already put brown and purple. You want to have a really light hand when you do this because it can get heavy fast. Same thing, light hand, but you can already see the depth that it's creating, especially with the black backdrop. It helps. Time for the black body paint, guys. This is really fun because you can really see the magic happen. It seems like such a little thing, like you wouldn't really need black body paint on top of everything, but it really does make such a sharp difference. It's really cool. So again, putting that black body paint everywhere that I put black eyeshadow. And just blending it out a little bit. Final step for me was to put some black eyeliner in my waterline, just to make sure that I wasn't missing any spots where you could see my natural skin color. Well, really my final step was adding some paint on my hands and fingers, but that was just an extra detail. So that was it, guys. This is the final look. Thank you so much for watching day 11 of 31 Days of Halloween with me. Make sure you come back tomorrow. If you like this video, please give it a big old thumbs up and make sure you hit that subscribe button. And yeah, come back tomorrow for day 12 of 31 Days of Halloween with me. Bye, guys.